sunset, and there's like a yellow towel underneath me. And it's like pretty calm. There's not many people around. No.
And is there anything else that you see or observe around you in this beautiful place?
It's just like sunset. There's like buildings and some trees.
And are there any sounds that you hear?
Not really.
If you take a deep breath, what does it smell like in this beautiful place?
It smells fresh.
And how does the air feel on your skin?
Like a bit cool, but it's like a good temperature.
And that towel you've got with you, how does that feel beneath you?
It's really cozy.
And do you see anything else around you in this beautiful place?
There's a couple clouds, but it's mainly a clear sky.
So you're on the cloud and you're with another short person and you're short as well. Tell me about that.
They're like laughing. Yeah.
What do you mean?
They're just very like playful.
Tell me more about them.
They have wings, but they're very tiny wings.
Oh, that sounds interesting. Tell me more about them.
No, they're just staring at me right now. They're not saying much.
And what are they doing there?
They helped me get on the cloud.
And how did they do that?
They like shot me up and I like grabbed the cloud, like I hugged the cloud, and then I had to turn over and go onto it.
And is this being familiar to you?
Yeah.
Tell me more about them and how they're familiar to you.
I just know they are. I don't know from when.
And tell me more about your experience on the cloud, what you see there.
I'm looking over the beach. It's really pretty. Everyone looks really happy on the beach.
Yeah. And tell me more about that, how you can tell they all look happy on the beach.
I just feel it.
Yeah, like you can sense it.
Yeah. I see like pink energy coming out of the people.
Oh, tell me more about that.
There's just like swirly pink energy. I like feel it. I don't really see it. It's really like, it's a good feeling.
Yeah. And do you hear anything while you're up there? Any sounds?
No, just like regular sounds.
Like what?
Like the wind.
And how does the air feel up there?
Mm, similar, a bit thinner, but similar.
And what's it like being on a cloud with this other person?
It's relaxing because there's nothing to think about.
Tell me more about that.
Well, I'm so stressed always, and it's so relaxing.
Yeah. And tell me how that feels for you to be enjoying that relaxation.
It's really nice. My human body can't stop shaking, but it's really nice being on the cloud.
Yeah. And in this experience on the cloud, do you sense that you have a body?
Yeah.
And tell me about this body. You said it feels shorter, is that right?
Yeah.
Is there anything else you notice about this body?
Mm, it's like white, but yeah, I have curly hair.
Okay. And what color is your hair?
I think it's white also.
And are you wearing any clothing?
Yeah. I have shorts on.
Okay. And what color are your shorts?
Yellow, I think.
And how do they feel on your body? What kind of fabric or texture do you feel?
It's like the swimsuit material.
And anything else?
No.
And does the body feel male or female?
I think male.
Young or old?
Young.
And are you wearing anything on your head?
No.
And are you carrying anything with you?
No.
And are you wearing any other jewelry or ornamentation?
I don't think so. I think a bracelet.
Okay, describe that to me.
It's a gold bracelet.
And what kind of, is there like a pattern or anything on it?
No, it's just like a chain.
And what do you spend most of your time doing?
I like to look at people from here.
Tell me more about that. That sounds really fascinating.
Well, it's interesting to see how they all act. There's like kids also. And I like to just look down and stare at how they act.
And why do you enjoy doing that?
It's peaceful.
And tell me more about that experience, how it's peaceful for you.
Well, because I'm just laying down on the cloud and it's really comfy. And I get to just talk with my friend.
And what do you and your friend talk about?
Just life. How the seasons change.
And what do you mean how the seasons change?
I don't know, just how the seasons change and how people are always changing.
And tell me more about your friend. What do they look like?
They look like me. They're a bit more see-through. But they're very happy.
And what's your friend wearing? If anything.
I don't think they're wearing anything.
And they're kind of see-through, you said?
Yeah,
And do they seem or feel male or female?
male,
And young or old?
young.
And is there anyone else that hangs out there with you?
No, there's some people staring, like some other tiny people staring at us from different clouds. They're not with us. No.
Tell me more about those other people.
Well, they're just like standing on the cloud, staring down. I don't know much about them.
Do they feel familiar? Or?
I think, yeah.
If there's any connection with them, it'll become apparent to you.
One of them is my grandfather.
Tell me more about that.
Well, he's not saying anything, he's just staring down. But he feels happy. And he cares. Is it normal that my human body is shaking?
Yeah, there's a vibrational change.
Okay.
Is your body feeling comfortable?
Yeah.
Okay. If you feel any discomfort, let me know.
Okay.
And what do you and your friend do next?
We're jumping from cloud to cloud, holding hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds so fun. Tell me what that's like.
It's so fun. We're like jumping and I just feel really happy.
Yeah. And do you live nearby?
I don't know, honestly.
Do you have a place where you eat and sleep, or do you even do those things?
No, I don't do those things.
No. So when you're not hopping in the clouds, we'll say, what else do you do with your time?
I like to visit people in different houses.
Yeah. Tell me more about that. What's that like?
Well, I just like to keep them company. They don't know that I like to do that.
What do you mean?
Well, they feel like they see me or feel me, I don't know. But they don't know about me.
Like they can sense you, but maybe don't necessarily know what it is or that you're there?
Yeah.
Okay. And why do you enjoy visiting people in their houses?
Well, I just want to make sure everyone's okay. Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, I care about them and I want to make sure they're happy and nothing's going wrong.
So if something is not going well, what do you do?
Pink energy. I just shoot pink energy out.
Tell me more about that.
I don't know, it just comes out of me. And I like splash them with pink energy. It's really fun. My friend showed me how to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how do you do it? Describe it as best as you can.
It comes out of my heart.
Oh, okay.
And I just put my arms out wide, like I'm giving a hug, but I'm just splashing energy.
And then how does the energy get to the person?
Well, they feel it, and then they feel better after.
And How is that experience for you when you're watching that happen?
It makes me really happy.
Tell me more about that.
I just accidentally flew to Mississauga, but I'm back.
That's okay. You like to travel.
Yeah. But I just like to do it. It makes me happy.
Yeah. And do you visit any people in particular? Like, how do you choose which house you're going to go visit?
I don't know, honestly. Just whatever house seems nice.
Yeah. What do you mean by that? Whatever house seems nice.
Like, feels nice.
And then you go in and observe?
Yeah, I just walk around, examine their space.
What do you learn as you do that?
That humans are strange.
Tell me more about that.
They're too serious. Like, I want to, like, they don't... I want to make these people in this house laugh. And they're not laughing. Like, they have to giggle more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And why is that?
I don't know, they're just not giggling. That's so strange to me.
Yeah. Why is that strange to you?
Well, aren't we all supposed to giggle?
What do you think?
Of course.
And why should we giggle more, laugh more?
Because, like, life is so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so tiny.
In what way?
It's really tiny. It's not a big life. So you have to laugh more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you said it seems tiny. Can you explain that to me, how it's tiny?
Well, people think they're so big, and they're not. They're just like tiny people. And like the earth is like really tiny also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like relative to what else? Can you explain that to me?
I'm not sure what else. I just see tiny people.
Yeah.
But everything is pink right now.
Okay. Tell me more about that.
Well, the people are pink, the earth is pink, space is pink.
Yep.
It's really happy.
And what is the pink?
It just sparkles.
And you said some of the pink comes from you. Does the pink come from other places or beings as well?
Yeah, a lot of people have pink energy.
Yeah. Can you tell me more about the pink energy?
It's really special. Not everyone has it. No.
Tell me about that, how some people have it and some don't.
Everyone has different colors. Some people have pink. And I'm staring at a bunch of pink people right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is that your color usually?
Yeah.
Do you have other colors?
No.
And Is there anything else that you do with your time?
I look over people I care about, but also people I don't really know that need help.
Yeah. And tell me about some of the people that you care about that you look over.
What about them?
Well, what are they like? What draws you to them?
The people I know or the people I don't know?
The people that you know.
They're people that know me back.
In what way? How do they know you if they can not really see you or sense you?
Well, they've seen me up in the clouds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And do you have, so you don't really have like a place where you eat or sleep? You just kind of go around and do your thing?
No. It's too much time wasted.
Yeah. Tell me more about that.
Well, I want to go from Mississauga to California without wasting time.
Yeah.
I don't do that. I mean, some people do.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. I just don't do it.
Right. So tell me more about how you're saying how you don't really eat or sleep, kind of a waste of time, and how that ties into how you want to go to Mississauga to California. How's that all tying in?
Well, I want to go back and forth, so I need to be fast. Can't waste time.
Right. So you could do those things if you wanted to, but you don't have to.
Of course, yeah.
So where do you want to go now?
Travel?
Yeah. So does your friend come with you?
No, I left her behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And are you going with anyone or?
No.
No.
I just want to travel.
Okay. So where do you decide to go?
Arizona.
Yeah. Okay. Tell me what you see there. And are you watching it from the clouds or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you, what role do the clouds play in your existence?
They're just like really comfy to relax on.
Yeah.
I like to do tricks sometimes on them.
Oh, really?
Flip on them.
Yeah. That's awesome. And how do you travel?
I just fly. Is that not how everyone travels?
Some people will teleport or humans, like they use their vehicles or walk, but you fly. That's your preferred method?
Yeah. But I fly really fast.
Yeah. And so you're in Arizona now, you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And what are you doing there?
Just walking around, exploring. There's some cactuses. Yeah. It's a cool place.
Yeah. And are you able to interact with like the physical things like the cactuses and other things that you see there, or do you just observe, or what?
Well, I can see them. I don't talk to them.
Do you touch things? Like, can you physically, like, tactily touch them, or?
I could, but I don't touch anything.
No.
No.
You do more like observing then?
Yeah, I can talk with people, but I don't touch things.
Right. And why is that?
It's too much.
What do you mean?
It's too heavy to touch things.
Oh.
Yeah.
What do you mean it's too heavy to touch things?
I just feel too many emotions when I touch things.
Oh. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, they're not good emotions.
No.
No.
And how did you find that out?
Well, when I try to touch, like, furniture, like a stove, it's, like, not good emotions.
Oh, wow. Can you tell me more about that? That seems really interesting to me.
Well, because people are so sad. And people, like, don't know how to be happy. And I don't want to touch it because it's too sad.
Like even the stove?
Yeah.
How does the stove get the sadness?
I don't know. Just everything is sad.
Yeah. And so that's only when you touch it though, right?
Yeah. That's why I don't touch things.
Right. And can you tell me more about why the people are so sad?
Their brains are too busy.
And what do you mean by that? Their brains are too busy.
I don't know, there's just too many things going on down there.
Yeah. Like what? What do you observe going on down there? It's so busy.
People aren't present, and I sometimes have to fly up in the clouds to take a break because it's too heavy down there.
Yeah. What happens if you stay down there too long? It feels heavy. What happens to you?
Well, I get really hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what happens if you get too hot?
I just don't like it.
Yeah. And why does it make you hot, do you think?
Because it's heavy, so it's hot.
Right. And can you tell me more about the humans and what's making them so busy down there that's distracting them?
Well, life is busy, and they have so many things to do, and yeah, they're just really, really busy.
And why is it that way? You've been observing them for a while.
Well, there's some people that want them to be busy.
Oh, tell me about that. That's interesting.
I don't know much about them. They're just people that want them to be busy.
Okay. And why do they want them to be busy?
I don't know. They're not good people.
No.
I don't want to talk about it because there's shadows coming in.
Right. But you're protected by the white light, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see pink around me. I don't want to see shadows.
Right. Okay. Go ahead and do that. Let me know what your experience.
Now I'm better. I'm in the clouds again.
Yay.
It's all pink.
Good. Are you able to talk more about that and teach me what you've learned from the clouds? What I was asking about?
What about the clouds?
Well, I was wondering if you can talk about the people that want the humans to be busy, if it's a safe space for you to do it in the clouds. I'd really like to learn from you.
Well, when you're busy, you can't love, and you have to love to live. So people aren't really living.
Right. So what are they doing?
They're not loving. I mean, some are, but like, it's a lame excuse for love.
And why do these other, I guess, beings want the people to not be experiencing that love and want them to be busy? I don't understand.
Well, they don't like love.
No?
No.
Oh. What do they like?
I don't know, the opposite?
What is that?
I don't know, it just doesn't feel good. So why would you want it?
Right. And that was going to be my next question. Why do they want that? Do you know?
Because they don't have love, so they don't want it.
Right.
They really don't like it.
Right. And do they like have an effect on the humans, kind of like you do, but like different?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do they do with to the humans?
They just like put shadows over them. It's like a big shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's why I visit houses, to protect the shadows.
Right. That's very interesting. And how long has that been going on?
A long, long time.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
like how many, I guess, Earth years would you say?
Like for sure hundreds. I'm not too good with my memory.
That's okay.
Like maybe even more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. And how long have you been doing your job, like what you do?
I think always. I don't remember doing other jobs. Just really fun.
Yeah. Can you tell me more about your life? Like, do you have like a family or a society, kind of like humans do, but maybe different?
Yeah, they're all in the clouds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you tell me more about that? I find that very interesting.
There's a lot of people in the clouds, and they're all my best friends.
Yeah.
There's people that I recognize in the clouds, but they're like tiny humans also.
Yeah. So do like these people you're part of, do they spend most of their time in the clouds or somewhere else?
Yeah, most. Some like to travel outside. I don't know where they go.
Like outside where?
Of Earth.
Right. Like like other planets or something?
Probably. I don't care to know though.
No.
No.
How come?
Because I want to be on Earth.
Yeah. Tell me more about that. Why do you prefer to be on Earth?
Well, I love the people here. They deserve to be loved, so I have to help them.
And how did you come to find Earth and be here?
I was brought here, but I don't remember by who. Just a person brought me here.
And do you have like what humans have, like parents kind of thing? Or is it different?
It's not like a parent. It's like really good friends.
And then you're like a young boy, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And is that something that you...
Sometimes I switch.
Yeah, I was going to ask, is that like something you choose? Like, do you change your form?
No. I like to keep it consistent for a bit, but sometimes after a couple of years I switch.
Yeah. Can you tell me more about that? What do you mean you switch?
Well, I get bored of being a boy sometimes. So I just switch depending on what I want.
Right. And like what would you switch to? Or what have you been before?
Well, I've been a boy, I've been a girl. Usually a boy though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you usually like a humanoid or human figure, or do you take other shapes?
Yeah, I'm a tiny human.
Yeah. But you're kind of like, did you say you're kind of see-through, or like people can sometimes see you, sometimes not?
Giant baby.
Yeah. And what kind of a being are you? Like, what would you guys call yourselves as like a race or species, I guess?
One second, I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, no problem.
Something with gem. I like the word gem. I think it's Geminoids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're Geminoids, and can I ask you more questions about your people? I just find it really interesting, probably just like you find humans interesting.
Yeah.
The Geminoids, are you from a particular place or dimension or realm?
Yeah, I think. I just can't remember where.
Yeah. That's okay. If you do remember, just let me know. I find it very interesting. And how do you make more of you? Like more Geminoids?
Through love.
Mm-hmm.
They just pop up on the clouds.
Mm-hmm. Like, does it like not like humans having intercourse, but like
No.
does it two Geminoids decide to like mix their love together, or how does that work?
I don't know how they appear. I just see them appear sometimes, and I'm like, I've never seen you before. So
Right.
it's just new people that I see.
Oh, that's fun. And do they appear like babies or adults or what?
Giant babies, yeah.
Are you all giant, like giant babies?
All giant babies, yeah.
Yeah.
Some are taller, some are shorter.
Right. And do you all have the same ability to fly, or do you have other abilities?
All fly.
Yeah.
We all really like the clouds.
Yeah.
And our favorite thing to do is watch sunsets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fun. Tell me why.
It's just so pretty, the colors. And sunsets are pink, obviously.
Yeah. There's a lot of that pink energy in the sunsets.
Yeah.
Can the humans get pink energy from the sunsets?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. That's cool.
To watch sunsets.
What else do you Geminoids do for fun?
We like to dance on clouds.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have like dance parties.
Do you play like I guess what we call music?
It's not like music, it's just like sounds. But it's pretty sounds.
Yeah.
But we like to like hold hands and like dance in a group.
And what else do you do for fun?
Well, flying, obviously. We like to hang out by the water also.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like refreshing from the heat from the earth.
So if you get hot, you can go up to the clouds, or you can go to water?
Yeah, we don't go inside, we just hover above it
Yeah.
to get the cool water.
That's very interesting. And what happens at the end of your lifetimes as a Geminoid? What happens to your I guess your body's your existence?
I don't know, because my lifetime hasn't ended.
Right. Have you seen the lifetimes of others around you end?
Yeah, but it's not sad. So I don't really know what happens. They just go away, but I'm not sad about it.
Right. Have you witnessed it?
A couple.
Yeah. What's it like when you're watching it happen with somebody?
They just like disappear slowly. But I don't really care, because I know they're here.
And is that something they choose to do, or it just happens, or what?
I don't know, honestly. I think it happens.
Yeah. And do you, your people or beings, do you guys have any like other, like, you know, how like humans have like animals or trees or things like that? Are there other things that exist in your realm or plane with you like that?
There's like little beings, but I don't know what they're called. Like they look like cats, but they're not cats.
Okay.
In the clouds.
Right. Can you describe them as best you can? You've been doing a really good job teaching me so far. I appreciate it.
Well, they're like fat cats. Imagine a fat cat.
Right.
But they're like really cute, but they're not fat. They're just really chubby. And they like take care of us.
Okay.
There's not many. There's only a couple. They're not too common. But I'm looking at one right now. He's sitting next to another one of us. just friendly creatures.
Yeah.
I don't have one though.
No.
Some people have them as pets.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask if they were pets or just coexisting.
They do both.
Yeah.
But I just don't want one.
Mm-hmm.
They can't travel that fast.
No.
No.
How do they travel?
From cloud to cloud, which is really slow.
Yeah. So if there's like a big space between clouds, is it harder for them?
I don't know. I think they still manage. It's just they're slower.
Right. And you said they help take care of the other Geminoids sometimes. In what way?
Well, they just love them.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we get too many emotions from Earth.
Mm. And do you normally experience emotions like on your own?
Yeah, but like they're happy emotions unless I accidentally touch human emotions.
Right.
I don't like that.
No.
No.
Okay. I'd like you to leave that scene and let's move forward to an important day. A day that you consider to be important when something is happening. And we're there now on an important day. And I'd like you to tell me what's happening and what you see.
Mm. Well, I see like a big cross. I don't know why I'm seeing a cross.
That's okay.
And it's on a hill.
Mm-hmm.
And there's people around it.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is like long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me more about what you're seeing.
Well, I just see a bunch of people. I'm not in the people. I'm just floating.
Okay.
But they're all like looking at the cross.
Mm-hmm. Are there others floating watching with you?
Yeah, but they're really far away. I can't see them much.
Okay. And tell me what else, like what's happening? The people are coming up to look at this cross you said?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And what happens next?
Well, people are worried because something bad's gonna happen soon. But it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Can you tell me more?
Well, this is back in the days when they used to hang people. So it's not good, but like I'm here to protect them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, tell me more about like what you do.
Well, I just like block them from fully seeing it. Like they're watching, but they're not fully seeing it.
Like what do you mean? Like the people, like the humans or the
They're watching it, but they're not seeing it.
like you obscure their interpretation of it, perspective, is that right?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay. And why do you do that?
Well, I don't want them to see it.
Why is that?
Because it's sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what's happening as this scene unfolds? Like what happens next?
Well, they're bringing the person in. And I'm just like hovering over people. I don't know why I'm here though.
What about the person that they're
There's
bringing?
like a soul, like a person standing, like far from the cross, but they're just watching. They're see-through.
Okay.
They're blue also. I haven't seen a blue person in a long time.
Yeah. Are you a blue person?
No, I'm pink.
Yeah. You're still a Geminoid?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Can you tell me more about the blue people?
They're sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a boy, and he's just watching the cross.
Mm-hmm.
I just flew over and gave him a hug because he needed a hug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice of you. And
I'm so happy now.
and why was the boy sad?
Because he can't be himself.
What do you mean?
Well, they shamed him for being himself.
Oh. Are you talking about the blue boy?
Yeah.
Oh. What do you mean who shamed him?
The people.
Like the humans or the...
Yeah, the humans.
So the humans can see this blue person?
No, but they just shamed him.
Oh. How did they shame him if they can't see him? I'm kind of confused.
Because he used to have a life
Okay.
on Earth.
Oh. Can you tell me more about that?
Well, they just didn't like him. They just didn't accept him.
What was it about him they didn't
He was a
accept?
pink person, and he turned blue.
Oh.
Yeah.
And what was it about him they didn't accept or like when he was on Earth?
Just didn't fit in.
But what made him different? I'm just curious.
He was too big. He stood out too much.
In what way?
I don't know, just too big. That's what he's telling me right now.
I'm wondering if it's certain actions or ideas or emotions or events.
He would act too big for everyone. His personality was big.
And is that the person that you saw being walked up to the cross originally, or is there someone else coming and the blue boy is watching?
The blue boy is watching.
Okay. Well, it was nice of you to give him a hug.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you tell me what happens next with what you're all viewing happening with the cross on the hill and that person being walked up?
Well, it's not good, so I made him walk away and turn away.
Yeah.
I don't want him watching.
Right. Why was the blue boy there watching in the first place?
Because they did that to him.
And how come he shouldn't watch it if it's already happened to him?
Because he's going to turn more blue.
Right. Oh, okay, so being blue isn't that great?
No.
Oh, can you tell me more about the blue energy?
It's what happens when pink people touch land too much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They become more blue then?
Kind of. Yeah.
Does he look like a big baby like you?
No, he looks like a regular kid or like a tall kid.
Yeah.
He has a big face. He has long hair. Yeah.
Would he look like what us humans would call like a Pleiadian or like Arcturian or like another alien race, or is that something different? Is this a different kind of blue person?
Maybe, actually. I'm not too familiar with aliens. I don't like thinking or talking about aliens.
Yeah. That's fair. I'm still learning too. Do you mind me asking why you don't like thinking or talking about them?
Well, I've had a couple conversations with them, but I don't like them. No. They're too not happy enough.
Right. What about, like, are they happier than the humans, or
Yeah, they are happier than the humans, but just too complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I like life to be easy.
Right. That's interesting. Am I allowed to ask more questions about that, or would you like me to move on with something else?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want you to be uncomfortable or anything. I enjoy our conversations. Can you tell me why the alien lives seem more complicated?
'Cause they have so much to worry about.
Like what?
Like the bad people.
Oh. Like the ones we talked about earlier?
Yeah.
But do the humans worry about the bad people?
No, because humans don't know about them.
Right. And you know about them, but do you worry about them?
No, I just stay away from them.
Right. So why do the aliens, do they have to worry about them? Is that just part of like what they do?
They have to worry about them.
Right.
They're the ones that are moving them.
Right. Okay.
I just help balance out the energy.
Okay. I find that very interesting and I'm learning a lot. Can you tell me more about what the role the aliens play as you've, I guess, probably have observed them?
Well, they have like big systems and they know where the bad people are hiding. Because I don't know where they're hiding. They're really good at hiding.
Yeah.
So they just deal with them. But they think too much. So I just like don't bother with them.
Right. And where do these bad people hide? Like, have the aliens told you weird places that they've found them?
Yeah, underground.
Like in the earth or somewhere else?
Yeah, in the earth.
Oh. Like, are they like, I guess, physical beings? Are they kind of like you, kind of see-through? Or are
They're
they?
like see-through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they live like, this might be a silly question, like in the dirt, or they're like caverns, like in the spaces in there? Can you tell me more about that kind of like what existence they have?
I don't know because I've never visited them. So I don't know where they live down there. I just know they live somewhere down there.
Right. That's fair. And I appreciate you answering those questions for me. And so this other blue being are they like an alien, I guess?
Yeah, now that I think about it, yeah.
But you said they used to be pink before?
I don't know how they turned into an alien.
Did they do you guys do like incarnation like us humans kind of believe in? Is it something like that or something different?
He wants to be an alien.
Oh, okay.
Because he touched Earth too much, so now he wants to remove the bad guys.
Oh, okay. And that's like their job when they're an alien?
Yeah, he's slowly transforming into one. So he has a big heart. He just wants to be an alien.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So he used to be kind of something like similar to you, but he's kind of transitioning over to that.
Yeah.
And he's had lives as like a person as well, like a human?
Yeah. Only one though.
Yeah. Have you had a life as a person?
No.
No. Do you think you ever will?
Maybe.
Yeah. But not yet.
No.
Yeah. Okay. So, what's happening with the person they're bringing up? Like, why is this person being brought up to the cross? What did they do?
He was too angry, so they didn't like him.
Oh. What do you mean he was too angry?
Just too angry. Too many emotions.
And like, did this person hurt people with his anger or what?
Just a bit, yeah. But it's just because he was confused.
Oh. What do you mean he was confused?
He had too many emotions going on, so he was confused. But he didn't mean to hurt people. He feels bad about it.
Yeah. And then what happens next?
Well, I don't want to watch what happens next, so I'm just hanging out with the blue guy.
Right. And then what about the people that are watching?
They look a bit angry, but they're also just a bit confused. I don't know why they're confused.
Is there a way for you to find out or feel into their energy as to why they feel that way?
Well, I just feel confused now that I'm feeling into... I feel confused.
Oh, right, because you're feeling their energy?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you can observe if you want, or you can continue to feel into it. That's your choice.
I'd rather not.
That's completely fair. What happens next? Anything else important happen?
No, I'm gonna go back to jumping on clouds.
That sounds fun. All right, I'm going to ask you to leave that scene and let's move forward to the last day of your life in this lifetime that we're viewing. We're at the last day of your life in the lifetime that we're viewing, and let's see what happens to you. We're there now on the last day of your life and the life that we're viewing. What's happening and what do you see?
My voice really hurts.
What do you mean?
Like, it really hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you normally, like, you talk normally, like when you were, I guess, a younger version of your past self early in your life? And your voice was fine?
My voice was fine before, but it just really, really hurts.
Oh, why is that?
Like, it's just like heavy. Yeah.
Can you tell me more about that?
Well, I want to show people how to love, but it's hard being a human because it's hard to show people that.
Right. Right. And so is it because, like, you've been trying to show humans how to love and show them the pink energy? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm trying to show them the pink energy, but it's so hard when you're a human.
Right. Meaning, like, are you a human? Or you're saying, like, when it's hard for the humans to understand it because they're human?
Well, I'm both right now.
Can you tell me more about that?
I can see my last day, but my voice really hurts.
Is it the voice coming out of the human part of you or the Geminoid part?
Part of me.
And why is that?
Because I want to show people how to love, but it's really hard to as a human.
Right. And in the last, I guess, the scene I was talking with you, you said you maybe didn't want to be human, but now you're part human. Is that right?
Yeah, I decided to do human.
Right.
I don't like to do human, but I decided to do human.
Yeah. How do you decide to do human? Can you walk me through what that's like for you?
I don't know. I just have a good feeling about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you decided to do that, what happened? Like, what changed in your existence that you could human, I guess?
Well, I wanted to be with people that I love, so I decided to be human so I could give them love always.
Right. And did you come through like as a baby, like you were born as a human, or what was that experience like for you? I'm very curious.
Yeah, I was born as a baby when I went human.
Right. And then are
Is that
you?
what you were asking?
Yeah, yeah. And are you also existing as a Geminoid at the same time? Is that right? Or do I have that mixed up?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I'm like in my body, but I can like think outside my body also.
Yeah. Can you explain that a little bit more to me?
Like, I like to just like travel around sometimes because I just need a break from being human.
Right. So like is it fair to say like the Geminoid part of you leaves to kind of take a break?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then you come back into the human, I guess? Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So are you aware that you're speaking through the body we call Michaela?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, yeah. So is this the last day of your life that we're viewing as a Geminoid?
I see my last day in human, yeah.
Okay. But what about, can we look at the last day of your life as a Geminoid? Is there a last day?
No.
Oh.
I mean, I can choose to. I don't want to.
Oh, interesting. I love that. Well, you did jump to the last day with the human. Is that appropriate for us to visit today, or should we?
I'm just a grandma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And Oh, that's so fascinating. Is there anything else that Michaela should know about that experience?
Well, her voice hurts really bad here.
Is that something that she can change? Like by taking actions or doing things in her nowness in this present moment?
She needs to touch less human stuff.
Right. Like
She needs to go to the water because it'll cool her off.
like physically needs to like touch less human stuff.
Yeah, that also, yeah.
What about you said touching water? Like what if she has like a shower or a bath? Does that help? Or is it
Of course, yeah. But ocean is better because it's so big and it's so refreshing.
right. Right.
She might get scared though because she gets scared of water because it's like big and sharks. But like, there's no need to be scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell her more about that.
It's just her imagination because there's too many things going on in her imagination.
Right. What would you like her to know about that since I guess you're sharing an experience together. Is that right?
Yes.
So what would you like her to know about that?
Half the time, she's not. I'm flying, so she's not there. Like when I'm sleeping, or when I'm thinking. That's why I like to think so much, because I'm not here.
Right. So that's why she and you like to do those things?
Yeah, but she shouldn't be thinking so much.
Right.
So that's not fair of me.
And what do you mean it's not fair of you?
Well, when she thinks, I get to fly away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're there when it's more like still or quiet?
No, yes, I'm there when she needs me, but whenever she starts thinking a lot and zones out, I fly.
Right. And why is that you do it when she's doing those things?
Because I like to take a break sometimes.
Yeah. And why is it you leave at those times? Are those like the only times that you can leave, I guess, is what I'm asking?
Yeah, when I'm sleeping also, but other than that, that's the only time I can really leave.
Right. And so are you guys like coexisting together? I'm fascinated by the existence you have and how that works.
Yeah, we're the same person.
Yeah. Okay. Would it be appropriate, like she came with some questions today for her session here, or to ask you, or should I ask her higher self to come through? What do you think?
I mean, she can ask me. I think both work.
Okay. Well, we can ask the higher self to kind of come through or stand by, and if either of you, are you both able to like answer as needed together?
Yes,
Yeah?
of course.
Oh, I think that would be appropriate. Would you be okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay. And then because us humans like labels on things, because, well, you know how to human, if you could just let me know when you're answering, which one of you, if it's one or both answering the question, and then answer the question. Is that okay that I ask that?
I'll go by one, they'll go by two.
Okay, got it. So Geminoid is one, higher self is two.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. Thank you. So the biggest thing that Michaela came with today, as you probably know, is her speaking, as I'll just leave it at that.
Oh, no.
Yeah, can you explain that to her, like why that's happening or what that is?
I don't like this question. I feel too heavy.
Yeah, is this the Geminoid?
Yes.
Yeah, I can understand that. Would it be appropriate for the higher self to answer this question? We'll give you a break.
Yes.
Okay, I want to thank you so much for speaking with us, and maybe I'll see you later this session, but if not, thank you so much with so much love. I'm going to try to give you lots of pink energy right back. Thank you. All right, I'll ask that the Geminoid part of Michaela to recede and for her higher self to come through, please.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, I'm speaking with Michaela's higher self,
Yes.
and I have permission to ask questions for her today.
Yes, of course.
Thank you. First, I guess I'd like to ask, what was the purpose of showing Michaela the lifetime that you showed her today with the Geminoid?
Just to show her that there are, to explain why she's having a hard time sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what's the lesson that she's learning from viewing that life?
Well, she has to realize how special she is, because this lifetime is meant for her, and she forgets that. So she has to remember who she is so she can be who she is.
And what is it that she needs to be?
She needs to be more powerful. Yeah, powerful.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I can think of.
Mm-hmm. And what do you mean when you say that? She needs to be more powerful.
She obviously doesn't need to be more powerful, but it would really help if she was, because that's what's gonna make a big impact in front of people.
Right. Is there anything else about the life as a Geminoid that you'd like to share with Michaela before I get to the questions that she brought with her to the session today?
Well, she will remember the life of a Geminoid, so she knows who she is.
Like she'll remember it because she experienced it today, or she remembers it from like before she's known it.
She'll remember it from today, but she also remembers it from when she was a kid,
Okay.
like 5 or 4.
Right. Does that have anything to do with the memory she said she had of her great grandfather flying in the clouds, or is that something different?
That was her Geminoid,
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
because clouds, they love to play with clouds.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else that you feel is relevant that she knows about the Geminoid existence or life before we move on to her other questions?
Well, she has a very important purpose here. She's tall for a reason. She's meant to grab attention.
Right. And what for?
Because the Geminoid wants to speak for her.
Right.
The Geminoid is not able to speak when they're a Geminoid. And the Geminoid wants to speak for the first time.
Okay.
But it's scared to, because it sees humans as scary.
Right. And why does the Geminoid see humans as scary?
Because there's a lot of emotions, so the Geminoid doesn't want to interfere with those emotions.
Right. And why does the Geminoid not want to interfere with those emotions? Is the Geminoid meant to experience them as part of the human existence?
Of course they are, but they're scared too, because it's their first time.
Right. Right. And what would you like to do to help that Geminoid aspect of her to get rid of that fear, or to mitigate or go around it or integrate it? You know what I'm saying.
Well, she has so much power, and she has to remember how powerful she is. It's a lot of power. And she can't get scared because she knows how much power she has.
Yeah, when we were talking in the interview portion, I was like, holy jumpins. She's got a lot of gifts and powers. What would you like her to know about those gifts or abilities? Because I think she's maybe aware of them, but not aware that they are maybe enhanced or different than other beings having the human experience. Maybe give her some insight on what she possesses that makes her special.
Her eyes are very powerful, and I see Do you mind repeating the question?
Yeah, sorry, I know I asked it kind of long-winded. Can you tell Michaela more about the superpowers, I guess, or the gifts that she has? Because when she was talking with me, I could see her gifts, but I don't think she sees them.
She's too scared to go into her gifts.
And where does that fear stem from?
Sorry, the Geminoid keeps on talking to me.
That's okay.
They're very distracted.
Yeah. Is there anything that Geminoid is sharing that would be important to be part of this session? That would help?
They're saying a kid, when she was a kid, she got scared to show her gifts.
Tell her more about that. What happened that made her scared when she was a kid to share her gifts?
Just judgment for having these gifts.
Can you tell her more about the specific event or incident, or if there's many of them, kind of how they all added up for that to happen?
Well, she showed her gifts too much, and people didn't like that.
How is she showing her gifts?
I'm seeing through dancing. She wants to be creative again, but she can't.
Why is that?
Because of like a heavy cloud she has over her.
Right. Is it kind of like the shadow that the Geminoid spoke about earlier or something?
Yes.
Yeah. So since she is Geminoid, is it appropriate or is she able to put that pink energy out to help herself use her gifts?
Of course.
Would that be appropriate to ask for?
She just didn't know how.
Right. And does she know how now?
Yeah, I just have to tell the Geminoid to sparkle it onto her.
Okay. Can you go ahead and do that and just let me and Michaela know what you're doing and how, just so Michaela can listen to this recording after and understand what's occurring?
I'm going to let the Geminoid talk.
Okay, thank you.
The dark energy feels so hot. I'm just pushing it away from me.
Okay. Is the body comfortable? Do I need to adjust the blankets at all?
The body's really comfortable.
Okay. And are you able to use your ability with that pink energy that you taught me about earlier, to use that on yourself and Michaela to remove that shadow like you did with the other humans?
Yeah, it's turning into red energy. Okay. I think it's because it's blending with the pink.
Right. So what does that mean? Does it need more pink, I guess, or what? How does that work?
Yeah, more pink energy.
Okay.
So she needs to act more like a Geminoid.
Right. And how does she do that?
Obviously through dancing. I already mentioned the beach because I love the beach.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that her call to California?
Yes.
Yeah. She can be by the water to cool off and.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would it be appropriate to ask for full and complete healing of that shadow that's over her during this session so that she can make those moves in her life that are going to serve both of you?
Yes.
Okay. I'd like you to go ahead and do that with or for Michaela, and just let me know what's happening as you go along so that she can listen to it.
Scary, but I can do it.
Yeah.
I'm a bit scared to do it.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about it first?
No, I can do it. It's just not a nice feeling.
Right. Is there anything that me or Michaela can do to assist you in this?
No, you guys are protected, so you're fine.
Mm-hmm. And how about you?
I'm also protected.
Okay. Well, in love and light, let it be so. And just let Michaela know what's happening so she can listen to the recording after.
Well, like you said, there's a triangle around her.
Mm-hmm.
She really likes triangles.
Yeah, me too. Why does she like triangles?
They're safe.
Mm-hmm. What makes them safe?
Well, no one can get inside.
Mm-hmm. Why is that with triangles?
I don't know, you just can't break them. I tried to break one once, but you can't break them.
Right. And so that's protecting you right now?
Yeah.
And how's it going? Can you explain to me what's happening with the pink energy and removing that shadow?
It's good. The triangle's orange.
Okay. And why is the triangle orange?
It's just the smoke from the shadow leaving it.
Oh, okay. Tell me more as it happens. I find it really interesting to learn from you.
Well, it's hard to explain it. It's just shadows coming out.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to be careful not to touch the shadow.
Right.
That's why I don't like doing it.
Right. And how are you doing with removing the shadows and avoiding them right now? Or moving them?
It's good. They're coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And she doesn't really like touching shadows either.
Right.
Because we're the same person.
Right. Well, I could understand not wanting to touch the shadows. That makes sense. Is it appropriate? Are you able to continue doing that while I ask questions, or would that be distracting?
Just give you one more second.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Okay, I'm still going to continue doing it, but you can ask questions now.
Okay. And then when you're done, just let me know, even if you have to interrupt me, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. And what color is the triangle now? Is it still orange?
Pink now.
Yeah. Okay. You're just still working on the, I guess the little icky bits left?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what was I going to ask you? Oh my gosh. Oh, would you be comfortable talking about the speaking now that the shadows have been removed?
Yeah.
You feel safe now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's been a big one with her. She wants to be able to speak, but she finds her jaws getting clenched and she gets anxious and she has to really work hard to pronounce things and she's judging herself. Can you tell her where that stems from?
Well, it's just her first time speaking. Mm-hmm. So she just needed to learn a bit. That's why it took her long. But she's learned now. It's just that was the black energy. She knows how to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just took her a while.
Right. Is it important or relevant for her to know where that black energy came from?
Just from society.
Yeah.
The dark people.
Right. And that's gone now?
Yeah, she just has to stay away from it.
Right. And how can she continue to stay away from it?
Just being careful what she does and where she goes.
Mm-hmm. And like what? Can you give her just a few specific examples so that she fully understands?
Specific places will have dark energy, and she can feel them, so she'll be fine. She'll know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she'll consciously know?
Yes.
Yeah. And she knows how to trust that I guess that instinct?
Her intuition's a bit bad, but
Yeah.
I can remove it also if you want me to. The black energy and intuition.
Absolutely. She came here for full and complete healing today because she wants you both to have, I guess we'll call it a smooth ride through this life, to do what it is you came here to do and experience. Do you feel that that'd be appropriate today?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and do that. And just again, can you let me know what's happening just so Michaela can listen to it later on the recording?
It's just a green ball of gunk in her stomach.
Okay.
She doesn't need it.
Right. And is it important that she knows where that came from originally?
Yeah, from her friends.
Tell her more about that.
It's a bit hard to because I feel not good energy around her friends, so I'm a bit scared to feel.
Right. Are you able to talk about it without necessarily having to dip into the feelings? Or are you meant to experience those feelings and learn how to transmute them with your pink energy as a human?
I meant to just remove them. I don't know how they came here. I mean, I know they're from friends, but I don't know how. It's a bit strange.
Yeah.
Especially in her stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would her higher self know? Do you want to ask her higher self if it has any more insights on that while we're discussing that? Maybe
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead and ask, and just either the higher self can speak through the body or you can relay that to us.
She was just really confused. And that confusion fogged up her intuition in her stomach.
Okay. Can you tell her more about the confusion, specifically kind of what that was?
There's too many people telling her what to do, so she just got really confused.
Right. And what would help her to not be confused and be able to discern what people are saying and to learn how to set those boundaries and take what she needs and leave the rest?
Do you mind repeating that once again?
Yeah. What can you do for Michaela today to help her to not experience that confusion? Like, is there a way for her to set boundaries so she's not taking in everything that people are saying, like almost like filtering it or deflecting it?
Well, she won't want to hear this, but she just has to visualize pyramid around her
Mm-hmm.
to deflect the energy.
And why wouldn't she want to hear that?
Because she thinks that she tried already, but she hasn't done it properly.
Okay. Tell her more about how she can do it properly then, please.
Just be more confident that you're doing it correctly.
And how can she be more confident?
Well, she'll remember this through the tape, so she'll be more confident that she's deflecting energy.
Okay. And which aspect am I speaking with right now?
The higher self.
Okay. And is the Geminoid still working on removing the shadows with the pink energy?
Yeah, they're hard at work.
Beautiful. May I continue to speak with you?
Yes.
Would it be appropriate to ask for full and complete healing of her body alongside while the Geminoid is working on her too?
Yes.
And how would you like to do that?
I'm going to put white see-through energy inside her lungs.
And why are you doing that?
Just too much gunk was accumulated in her lungs.
Is it important that she knows where that stems from?
I think the Geminoid will know a better answer to this.
Okay. I'll make note to ask the Geminoid after. But you're putting that that see-through white light in her lungs, and tell me what that's doing for Michaela.
Well, it's clearing out the energy in her lungs.
Okay. And what will she notice after the session with that?
Oh, she'll be able to breathe so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, well go ahead and continue that and just let me know when that's done if you don't mind.
Okay, it's almost done.
Thank you.
There wasn't too much.
Excuse me. And what will Michaela notice maybe mentally or emotionally with that as well?
Her brain will be better.
And how so?
Well, she can think properly.
Right. And how is that? How are her lungs, that energy connected with her brain and her ability to think?
Her lungs had anxiety from mom.
Tell her more about that.
It's from very long ago. And was impacting her brain.
Okay. And how did that impact her brain? Like, what happened to cause that?
It just scratched the brain because it was interfering. And family has had the thing where your brain deteriorates over time.
But that's healed for Michaela now?
Yes.
Okay. And so she no longer has that attachment of that from her mom?
No.
So she's completely free of that?
Yes.
And how are the lungs looking?
Really good.
Are they all healed now?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I know she's going to appreciate that. Where else in the body, if anywhere, would you like to move to next for full and complete healing?
Her knees.
Okay. And what do you see there in her knees?
Just some squiggly black energy.
And what's that from?
Not being stable.
What do you mean?
Not being on Earth a lot.
Okay. Can you tell her a little more about that?
I used to be on Earth more. Geminoid wants to fly too much.
And what do you have to, I guess, to say to the Geminoid about that?
Just to gently remind it. I saw some black energy get stuck on the Geminoid just now, but I just removed it.
I love that you two are working together so well.
Yeah.
Do you both work together usually?
Yeah. Usually, Geminoid is number one.
And is that appropriate? Is that a good dynamic that serves our highest good?
Yes, but not when there's black energy.
Right. Would it be appropriate for you two to, I guess we can call it share custody, if that's the right way of putting it?
Yes.
What does the Geminoid think of that?
They agree.
That's wonderful. It's a really good team. So what would you like to do to provide full and complete healing to the black squiggly energy in Michaela's knees that you're seeing?
I'm going to ask the Geminoid to heal it with me.
Okay. Thank you. Just go ahead, and if you don't mind letting Michaela know what's happening, what the two of you are doing as the healing's occurring.
Just blue energy. And some orange.
And why blue and orange energy?
Those are important colors for her.
Tell her more about why they're important for her.
They just heal a lot of energy. So she needs more blue and orange.
Okay.
To heal.
And what will Michaela notice as this is happening?
It's lighter. Okay, it's all gone now.
Thank you. I know she's going to appreciate that. Is there anywhere else in the body that's requiring full and complete healing today?
Yes, just in her ankles.
Okay. And what do you see there?
A lot of hurt.
A lot of hurt?
Yeah.
Tell her more about that. What is that hurt coming from?
From not loving.
What do you mean not loving?
The Geminoid wants to love so much. She can't love that much.
Why not?
Because it's hard for humans to love that much.
Can you tell her more about that and why that is?
She needs to not remember what society people said, so she needs to remember to love again.
And how will you help her to remember that today?
Going to put words in her head.
What words will you put in there?
Loving words.
Yeah. Like what?
I'm not seeing exact words. I'm just seeing loving words.
Okay.
It's a lot of loving words.
Yeah, I understand. And that's helping her to remember how to love that much or have the capacity to do so?
Yeah.
And how will Michaela sustain that so she doesn't have that happen in her ankles anymore?
Standing taller to remember.
And as you're doing this, what effect is it having it on the energy that you see in her ankles?
I don't see black energy anymore. I just see blue and orange and yellow.
And what do those mean or represent for her?
Just really powerful colors. That she needs to show.
And is there anything else occurring to help with full and complete healing of the ankles right now?
No, that's about it.
They're fully healed?
Yes, now they are.
Beautiful, thank you. She's going to appreciate that. What about the green that the Geminoid saw in her stomach earlier? How's that looking?
That was love that she shoved down. And she needs to spread that love to people to not shove it down.
And why is it important that she does that?
So her tummy doesn't hurt.
Right. Can you tell her more about that?
Well, her tummy hurts from pushing so much down. So she needs to just be more accepting of people, to love more.
And how do you recommend she does that?
Putting her energy more on other people.
In what way? How would she do that?
Just connecting energetically with them.
Will you walk her through what that looks like so she fully understands how to do that?
Yeah, being in social situations, she connects to people. And she's able to heal people that way.
Like the Geminoid does?
Yes. Right. That's why the Geminoid came.
Right. So she can do that by being with them and having it come out through her heart and just setting that intention to go to that person, like the Geminoid?
It's coming out through her head, but yeah.
Can you explain that process then? It's coming through her head?
It's just love that comes out through her head. And it doesn't matter what she does. She just needs to love people.
And are you and or the Geminoid providing full and complete healing of the repressed energy that's in her stomach?
Yes.
And how is that looking right now?
Good. I'm just helping it a bit right now.
That's beautiful. And how are you helping?
I'm carrying balls of blackness away from her. It's nothing scary. It's just not necessary.
And after this is completely healed during this session, what is Michaela going to notice?
No black balls in her stomach.
And symptom-wise, what will she know in her physical body?
She'll feel a lot better physically.
And what about mentally and emotionally? What will she notice?
She'll be clear. And she got this when she was a kid.
Tell her more about that.
She got the black energy. Because of judgment. And there was energy attached to the Geminoid. But the Geminoid got rid of it, so it's all good now.
Perfect. And in the future, are you and the Geminoid able to work together to remove these energy, we'll call them blockages, as if they come back for Michaela?
Yes, we can do it. Sleep.
And you'll do that automatically for her?
Yes.
That's beautiful. And how's her stomach area looking now?
So much better.
Are you able to work on it while I ask more questions?
Yes.
Thank you. And how is the body doing right now?
Good.
Okay, wonderful. Let's talk about her speaking. We've kind of talked about it a little bit, but what else would you like to share with her about her speaking that she wants to do but is struggling with?
She needs to use it more.
And after this session, what will she notice about her speaking?
It's not an issue. It never was, other than block energy.
So when she's speaking with people, she mentioned a few things in the interview, like the anxiety, her jaw locking up, and struggling to pronounce things. What is she going to notice after the session regarding those things?
A lot calmer. No need to worry about anything. It's just her perception. I'm seeing two shadows standing next to us, but I'm showing her that it's okay. They're not scary.
Tell her more about them and why they're here.
They're just curious. They're not bad, they're just curious.
And why is it important for Michaela to know that?
Because black energy is attracted when she gets scared of them. She can't be scared of them. There's no reason to be scared.
So you're showing her that they can be right here next to us and she's fine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's white light glowing out of them now.
Yeah.
Yeah, she sees.
And why is that happening?
To show she's with people.
To show she's...
Nice. They're nice people. She's getting a bit scared sometimes, but I'm just showing her that it's okay.
That's perfect. You're showing her how to like flex that muscle, I guess, in a sense. And that's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not to be worried. She just needs to relax.
While we're talking about things standing next to the bed, she's had that happen as she's kind of waking up out of sleep, where she's seen like bodies, alien heads, dark figures. What can you tell her about that?
It's just different realities. Nothing to be scared of. She's seeing a person standing at the end of bed, but not scary. Just a black shadow.
Like right now or another time?
Right now. She wants to get scared, but I'm showing her not to.
Right. That's good. She can practice in a very safe and sacred space.
It's just one of us, the shadow.
What do you mean?
It's from the same place. It's us.
What do you mean it's from the same place and it's us? Can you explain that further?
We're all made of the same energy, so there's nothing to be scared of because we're the same energy.
Right. And you were saying the things she's seeing as she's waking up are just the other dimensions or realms, you said?
I didn't get that question.
Okay, sorry. Sometimes when she's waking up from sleep, she's seeing like other bodies or shadows or alien heads or dead things or weird things as she's coming up out of sleep for a few seconds. Why is she experiencing that and what is it?
It's just energy tensed up and needs to let go of that energy.
What do you mean the energy that's tensed up?
Well, she is holding on to energy from long ago, and without letting energy go, then she sees things because she confuses herself.
What do you mean those energies are from like long ago, like her other lives or what?
From family.
Tell her more.
It's been with her family for a long time. But Mom doesn't have energy. That energy.
Why is that?
She let it go after Michaela was born.
And why is that?
She didn't want it anymore.
And why is Michaela experiencing or holding on to it?
Because she just got confused and got scared. But if she remembers who she is and that it's the same energy as her, then once she remembers that it's the same energy, she doesn't need to get scared.
Right. And does she realize and recognize this and remember this right now?
She knows.
And is it appropriate for her to release those energies during this healing session?
Yes, it's just energy from being confused, for being here first time.
And how would you like to facilitate that with her?
I'm just putting a lot of white energy in a ball around her. That's all I'm doing. And it's just giving her air to breathe.
And what will she notice once you've done that? Or what is she noticing as you're doing it?
Just relaxed and not holding on to confusion.
And what will she experience as she comes out of her sleep state moving forward?
Just relaxed. No crazy thoughts that didn't belong to her. She just didn't know where to put them. She just saw them and took them herself because she doesn't know what to do with them.
Right. And does she know what to do with them now?
Yes, because now she knows they're not hers. And that they're not bad, they're just confused.
And so they'll leave her alone?
Yes, because she knows that they're just another variation of her.
Right. And how?
She doesn't give them power.
Right. How's her stomach looking? Is it still healing or is it completely healed?
It's basically completely healed.
What do you mean you say basically completely healed?
Just a couple more specks of dust, but it's basically healed.
Wonderful. She'll be so thrilled with that. And what about her inability to speak? Is that completely and fully healed?
No, not yet.
Okay. What would you like to do to facilitate that with and for her today?
I'm going to go in and share the body with her other half because they're not attracted to me.
Right. What do you mean the other half?
With the Geminoid.
Okay.
And the dark energy isn't attracted only to the Geminoid. So I'm going to protect Geminoid.
Okay. Go ahead and just continue to explain what's happening. You're doing great.
I'm just clearing up her lungs and throat by being with inside her.
And you're doing that with the Geminoid, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. And what is the Geminoid and what's Michaela experiencing as you're doing this?
Just clarity. And removing big pieces of gunk in her throat. There's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where's that stemming from?
From shame.
And where does that shame come from?
From past lives.
Tell her more about that.
A lot of shame from past lives. And then more shame from this life. So it just got really gunky.
Yeah.
And she never cleaned it because she never knew what it was.
Right. Does she know what it is now?
Yes.
Is it important she knows what lives or what where the shame came from, particularly what lives, or?
No. She doesn't have that many. They're not from here.
Where are those lives from?
Glenstone.
Glenstone?
Yes.
Where's that? Can you tell her more about it? You know, as humans, we like to learn new things.
It's like on a different planet. And it's really green. There's so much green.
Yeah.
Grass. She was like a woman. And had a green dress and a big long poofy sleeve dress. That's why she likes fashion so much.
Okay.
From Glenstone.
Right. And is Glenstone the name of the planet, or?
Yes.
Yeah. And what kind of being was she?
Human.
Yeah. So humans live on more than just planet Earth?
Yes.
Oh, that's fascinating. Is it important that she knows?
She's a different type of human.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you explain that a bit?
Just more knowledge. But they look the same. Just more knowledge.
Okay. What kind of knowledge?
About how universe works.
And how far is that from Earth?
Really far.
Is it in the same like realm or dimension?
No.
So we wouldn't be able to physically travel there?
No.
And there was some shame in that life?
Yeah.
Is it important she knows what the shame is and from that one life?
No, just really heavy not acceptance.
Right. And would it be important or maybe fun for her to learn about other past lives she's had in other places?
No, that wouldn't be necessary.
Okay. And how is the healing going for her speaking?
Good.
And now that she knows where all that gunk is coming from, how is the removal of that gunk going?
It's good. We're also removing some from brain.
Okay. And how is that tied to the speaking? Or is it?
She can't speak from love. That's why.
Okay.
I mean, she wants to, but she can't speak from love.
Okay. Why is that?
Because of the brain gunk.
Right. Okay. And so by removing that, what is Michaela noticing? Or what will she notice?
Just she'll know what to say.
Mm-hmm.
Because her brain is free.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, the Geminoid took over talking just now.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll know that she's free.
Right. When was I speaking with the Geminoid just now?
30 seconds ago.
Beautiful. I didn't realize. Thanks.
I just got too excited.
Yeah. That's perfect. So the Geminoid's getting more comfortable speaking through the body.
Yeah.
And what is...
Higher self is too serious sometimes.
Yeah. Am I speaking with the Geminoid now?
Yes.
Yeah. So how do you feel about speaking through Michaela after this is all cleared up?
I feel safer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell Michaela more about that and how you feel safer.
I just feel safe in her body.
Mm-hmm. And how will you help maintain that with Michaela and her higher self?
I'll just make her really enjoy being in her body.
Mm-hmm.
She missed flying.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll enjoy living a human. Yeah, just enjoy living a human life.
Yeah.
Like smelling flowers. She really has to smell flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that?
It'll help her breathing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How so?
It's just energy. I don't know.
And she's got some superpowers. What would you like to tell her about her, or call her superpowers or gifts that she has?
They're very powerful.
Mm-hmm. I can feel it when I was sitting in the living room with her. Tell her more about them.
They're so powerful she could fly, even though humans can't fly.
Yeah.
But she could, almost.
Yeah. I believe it.
So she needs to just spread it to more people.
Mm-hmm.
And people can start almost flying.
Right. And how does she do that?
I don't know, there's too many ways. She has to stand tall.
Okay.
She has to stand really tall.
Mm-hmm.
And when she's tall, people will naturally gravitate towards her.
Mm-hmm.
But there's many different ways she can do it.
Like what?
Speaking, a lot of speaking.
Mm. Can you give her an example of things that she wants or needs to say?
Nothing specifically, just doing a lot of speaking.
Mm-hmm.
People want to listen to her.
Mm-hmm. And do you feel ready and comfortable to do that with her?
Yeah, I'm just trying to learn how to speak also.
Mm-hmm. And how do you feel you're doing with that?
I think good. I think now that her higher self is joining me,
Mm-hmm.
she can speak a lot louder because the higher self knows how to. When she was a kid, it was only me and the body.
Oh, okay.
And then higher self slowly joined in.
Right. And now you have more, I guess you're woven together a little bit better?
Yes.
Yeah. And how's her stomach looking? I know you and the higher self were working on that. How's it look?
Clear.
Beautiful. And how about the gunk that was in her brain and her throat area that you were both working on? How's that look?
It's still clearing out.
Okay. May I continue to ask questions while you're both working on it? Is that okay? She wanted to know, what is her purpose here in this life?
To love, obviously.
Yeah. And how do you recommend she goes about and does that so she can still human and also love?
Through teaching. She needs to do a lot of teaching.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say through video.
And what will she teach?
There's so many things. I can't think of one thing.
Well, she was having a hard time with that too. She knows she has a passion for fashion and she's got ideas about podcasting, and she knows she felt like there's a bigger part of herself that wanted to speak, which we obviously know now is you. And so all of it's like we were talking, all the ingredients are there. She wants to know how to bake the cake, essentially looking for guidance.
Well, she can talk about whatever she wants to.
What does she want to talk about?
Just girly things.
Like what?
Like fashion.
And what will that do, or what does that do for you and for her when she does those things?
Well, she's making sure that bad energy can't come to her voice when she uses it. And she also makes people come to her and do the same to remove bad energy.
Right. And how does she do that?
Through speaking.
Right. So just by her speaking, like she was saying, she has a frequency that you both carry?
Absolutely.
Right. And what will other people notice as they're exposed to the frequency of her voice and your voice?
Calmness. Joy. Just love.
Perfect. So are there any other issues remaining in her gut or the pain that she experiences in her lower abdomen?
Just a tiny bit more, but we're just working on it together.
Okay, that's wonderful. I'll allow you guys to keep working. And how about her breathing?
Breathing is just fear from being a human. So she just has to not be scared of being a human.
And what about you? Both of you, are either of you scared of being a human?
Yeah, I'm petrified of being a human.
Right. So how do you... Yeah.
My person told me to go here, so I had to go here. And now I'm a human, but I get scared sometimes.
Yeah. And how will you conquer this fear? Or how have you conquered this fear through this session? What have you learned?
Not to touch too much human energy.
And how do you do that?
Just remembering who I am. Yeah, she just needs to remember who I am.
Mm-hmm.
She forgets that I'm here.
Right. Not anymore.
No, not anymore.
Yeah. And what about using the triangle or pyramid?
Yeah, before she goes to sleep, she has to use triangle.
Mm-hmm. Will you and the higher self do that for her, even if she forgets?
Yes, we'll always do it.
Perfect. And what about using the pink energy? Does that help with the fear as well?
Yes, just pink energy needs to only be used if there's a triangle.
Okay. So she'll use it at night?
Yes.
Okay. And I wrote down like her mother's ancestry was speaking and the fear of judgment, etc. She's wondering if things come through that lineage. Is there anything there that's still attached to Michaela that's no longer serving her highest good that requires addressing during this healing session?
Yeah, just on her spine a bit of energy.
Okay. What do you see there? What's happening?
Well, it's just stress.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of stress from carrying people's judgments.
Mm-hmm.
So when she relaxes her spine and I put pink energy, she'll let go of judgment.
Right. And is that what's happening right now?
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
Okay. And what is she noticing physically as you're working together?
She feels it. She just, I need to work on it a bit more.
Okay. Are you able to work on that in the stomach and the throat and the brain and talk to me, or is that a lot to ask of you?
No, that's a lot.
Yeah. Would you like me to give you space and time to work on those?
Just a minute.
Okay. Would it be appropriate for me to speak with the higher self while I let you do your work?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. And if you need to come through again, I look forward to speaking with you. But thank you for the work that you're doing. And I'll ask the higher self to come through, please.
Hi.
Hello, higher self. What tie, if any, does Michaela have with Archangel Michael?
Oh, she's really connected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In what way?
She looks up to him,
Mm-hmm.
especially when she was a Geminoid.
Yeah. Tell her more about that.
Well, he protects her from the dark, scary energy
Mm-hmm. And how does he do that?
with a stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it puts energy onto her.
Mm. Can you tell her more about how that works?
Well, it just sucks up energy, the stick, that doesn't belong to her.
Mm.
And it protects her. That's why she likes Archangel Michael.
Right. And does she still have a connection with Archangel Michael through her human experience?
Not when she's awake, but when she's sleeping, yeah.
Can you tell her more about that?
Yeah, he's the one who helps to remove bad energy off her.
Mm-hmm.
And helps integrate me into her body.
Like the higher self?
Yes.
Did Archangel Michael help with the weaving of you and the Geminoid together in Michaela's body today?
Yes.
And is it appropriate or necessary for her to have a conscious relationship with Archangel Michael outside of the sleep state?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. And if she does that or is doing that, how does that benefit Michaela?
It'll help ground her when there's two of us weaved in.
Right. And how can Michaela consciously connect with Archangel Michael if she chooses to?
Just call his name.
Would it be appropriate for Archangel Michael to share any messages with her through her body today?
Yeah, he's just using his stick to clear the bad energy.
So he's working with you and the Geminoid?
Yeah.
Does he have anything he'd like to say, like speaking through her today, or no?
Just to tell her to relax, to calm down. That's it.
Okay.
He doesn't like to speak much.
No. That's okay. Do you mind me asking why that is?
Because she's always tensed up. And Geminoids don't like that.
Is Archangel Michael a Geminoid?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's a very, very evolved Geminoid.
Okay. So I guess she's kind of like an angel, or not really? Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you explain that further?
Geminoids are all angels. But Archangel Michael is really, really old Geminoid.
Okay. And I guess on the scale of, we'll call it age, where would Michaela's Geminoid fall?
Mm, 300?
Yeah. Like Earth years?
Yeah.
How many Earth years is Archangel Michael?
Like over 10,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. She mentioned that her mom's dad had stomach cancer and then passed away from throat cancer, and she was wondering if she had any energy connected to her from that.
Yeah, a lot of it got connected.
Yeah. Is it still connected?
A bit, but we're working on it right now. Okay. Especially Archangel Michael. Yeah. Because he was looking over grandfather as well.
Okay. So he's helping with that through this healing session right now as well?
Yeah.
That's beautiful. And so when she's done her session today, will all of that be completely cleared out and healed?
Yeah. Grandfather didn't make it because he was too confused. Right. So she just doesn't need to be confused.
Right. And she's not confused anymore, is she?
No, she's not confused.
No. And can you please tell her about her, I was calling it her astral traveling. When she's sleeping, she can fly and do things. What is it that she's doing, or where is she visiting when she's in her sleep state? Because she says her mind's awake, but her body's very rested.
This is the Geminoid. I'm going to talk again.
Okay. Hi, Geminoid.
Hi.
Welcome back.
She loves Lemuria.
Mm-hmm.
And Garnia.
What's Garnia?
Garnia is even prettier than Lemuria.
Was it here on Earth as well?
No.
Where is or was Garnia?
It has like round buildings with water. There's a lot of water in Gramaria.
Mm-hmm.
And
go ahead.
Gramaria also has they're just like big cylinder buildings and sphere buildings. ball-shaped buildings with water.
Okay. What do you mean ball-shaped buildings with water? Like there's water in the buildings or what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are the buildings made of water?
No, they're out of glass.
Okay. And what kind of beings live there?
They're really nice beings. I like to visit them often because they're just nice to hang out with. I sometimes go on spaceships with them.
And is this Geminoid goes on the spaceships or Michaela goes on the spaceships?
Together.
Yeah. In her physical body or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she like leaves this physical plane and goes and then comes back?
Yeah.
So if someone's like walk into her room at night and she wouldn't be there kind of thing?
Yeah, but she'll come back quickly.
Yeah. How does she go on the spaceships?
She flies onto them.
Right. All right, because she's Geminoid.
Yeah. Duh.
So she's doing that in her sleep state on the spaceships. And is it Garmeria?
Garmeria.
Okay. And are they like humanoid as well or what?
No, they're not humans. They look more like fairies, but they're not fairies.
Are these like the flower fairies that Psychic was talking about? Or is that something else?
They might be, actually. I never associated them with flowers, but there's many flowers in Garmeria.
Right. So it could have just been the filter that the Psychic was using to understand the information she was receiving?
Yes.
And what's Michaela's and your tie to Garmeria?
Well, they really love us. And we do a lot of work for them on Earth.
What do you mean?
Well, we just transmute information for them.
Right. Can you share like what kind of information you transmute and how you transmute it?
We fly back and forth really fast. So between planets, we tell them progress on Earth. Because they want Earth to be better without bad people. So that's why we go in spaceships together and we fly together. And she remembers a couple dreams flying.
Would it be appropriate for her to remember more of those dreams if she wanted to?
Yeah.
How would she do that? Remember them?
She can revisit them at nighttime.
Yeah.
She'll remember them the next morning.
Okay. And how do you fly so fast? Like, is it within like seconds you get there or minutes or?
Seconds.
Yeah. How do you do that?
Well, we just have so much energy that we get excited, and the excitement moves us.
Right. And she's able to hold that vibration and do that?
Yeah.
And how they have like the same air there? Like how does her body adjust to that planet when she goes?
Her body's fine. I don't know if the air is different, but her body's fine.
Yeah. It just knows how to adjust.
Yeah.
And what's her tie with Lemuria?
It's our next stop. We don't go there too often, but it's our next stop.
What do you mean your next stop?
We have to visit it more often to help. But we'll do it soon.
Right. So from where I'm sitting, Lemuria's in my past, our past, but it's obviously still existing. Yeah. Can you explain that to myself and Michaela so we can more fully understand that concept?
Well, it's right here. I see it right here.
Mm-hmm.
The past and the future is just based off what you think. So I can think of Lemuria and be in Lemuria, or I can think of Lemuria ruined and it be ruined.
Right.
It's not ruined, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe for you guys it is.
Right. And why would it be that way for us?
Because you guys thought that way.
What do you mean we thought that way?
You thought it was, so it got ruined.
Right. So if we thought it wasn't ruined, and then would it have to require a certain number of people for it to not be ruined?
A lot of people to think it not be ruined, but you can make it not ruined.
Right. Just one person? Would one person have an effect?
Yeah, of course. But you need a lot of people.
Right. How many people-ish? Just so I understand the impact of the energy and the thought.
A couple hundred, not that many.
Right. Okay. So that gives myself any perspective of our collective awakening that we're all experiencing right now and the impact that's having then.
Massive impact, yeah.
Is there anything else about her astral travels you'd like her to know?
Not really. She's safe with me.
Mm-hmm. She says she's sometimes having, or every night she's having these nightmares of these demons or shadows or something trying to chase or kill her. Can you explain that to her?
Well, she's just confused with the human experience.
Mm-hmm.
And so she misperceives what she sees as bad.
Can you tell her more about that?
Well, it's just energy that she caught onto. And she tries to ask me to help her fight it, but it's not real, so I don't really help her usually.
Right. What do you do instead?
Well, I just spectate, because I know she'll be fine.
Right.
But she just has to not she has to let go of the energy.
Right. Is that how it kind of manifests in her body?
Yeah.
So if you were to help her, would it stop it from manifesting in her body and make it a more habitable space for all of you?
Yeah.
Would it be appropriate for you to help her if that happens again?
Yeah, I'll help her out next time.
I think it would help her and yourself too, right? Because you want to keep that a beautiful vessel for you to live and speak through. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
How do you feel about that?
I just never liked shadows, but I'll do it because they're not real, but she still shouldn't be confused about what they are.
Well, after this session, is that something she'll even experience anymore?
If she remembers me, no.
And what about her higher self? What role does her higher self, if any, play in that?
Well, the higher self is what protects her, because even if the demons got her in the dreams, they couldn't do anything.
Right. So she's safe.
Yeah. I once actually helped her fight a demon in a dream. We both started flying away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she was the one that removed the demon herself.
Tell her more about that experience.
She remembered how strong she was, and she became stronger than me even, and she made the demon let go of me, and we flew to our safe zone together.
Right.
To go home.
What's your safe zone?
Up in the clouds.
Yeah. What are demons? Do you know?
Just confused people. Or energy.
Yeah. Okay. And she had a question about some of her OCD tendencies, what they are or were, and if they're still there after this session.
She thinks she needs them because she forgot who I was, but now that she is going to remember who I am, she's not going to need them anymore.
Right. So in essence, they're no longer in existence because she knows who you are.
Yeah. She thought she needed them to remind herself of who she was.
But now she knows who she is.
Yes.
Beautiful. What would you like to tell her about California?
She needs to move there as soon as possible.
And
I want the ocean.
I was asking why should she move there as soon as possible?
Because there's the ocean.
What does her higher self think about that?
They agree.
Yeah. And Michaela as well?
Yeah.
So how do you all suggest that she makes that move?
She flies there with the human way.
Yeah.
And just experiences life.
Does she need to apply for any jobs or start a business or find a place to live? Like logistically, as humans, we get bunged up and all that stuff. What do you recommend for her with like hatching a plan to make that happen?
I mean, anything would work out. There's different paths she could do, but they would all work out. There's this girl who lives there, Emily Roman, and they're sisters. We're sisters. And she lives in California.
What do you mean, your sisters?
We're both Geminoids.
And have you met in human form before?
Michaela knows who she is. She danced with her at a competition.
Okay. And you two are Geminoid sisters?
Yes. She likes to follow her, but that's on Instagram. But that was all they never had a conversation.
Okay.
But they should, because we're sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Another Geminoid.
Yeah. We talk whenever Emily is sleeping. And we're on the clouds.
Yeah. And then will Michaela remember these conversations now?
Most, yeah.
Was Emily that other Geminoid that was on the cloud with you when you were showing us that experience earlier?
She was one of the Geminoids looking down from the clouds.
Okay, gotcha. Who is the other Geminoid that was playing with you? Is that someone in her current human life?
Yes, her best friend.
Which is who? She knows who that is, obviously.
Luna.
Yeah. And are there any other Geminoids that are currently in her human life in existence?
No, but she's going to meet a lot more in California.
Yeah. Okay. And what do you have to say to Michaela about dancing?
She needs to not stop dancing. That's who I am.
Yeah. And do you have anything to say about her lucky angel number?
Oh, it's just a reminder that I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
She saw it since she was a kid.
Yeah.
But she didn't. She used to know it was because of me.
Right. And as a Geminoid, the Geminoid aspect, do you have a name? You know how Michaela has a name. Does the Geminoid aspect of Michaela have a name?
No.
Okay.
It's like feelings.
Yeah.
We don't give off names. We just give feelings.
Yeah. Okay, and how is the healing in the physical body looking? Is everything all healed?
Yeah. We're just working on her back right now.
Okay. How's her stomach looking?
Better.
Is it completely healed?
Really close.
Beautiful. And how about her neck and her brain? Her throat and brain?
Yes, those are healed.
Beautiful. So all those other energetic ties from the past, her ancestry, the Geminoid, your fears, that's all gone.
Yes.
Beautiful. And how's the spine looking?
Better, but we're still working on it right now.
Okay. While you're still working on that, is there anything else that we maybe haven't discussed that you think would be important for Michaela to hear or know today?
Just not to get scared. She gets scared way too easily.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's my first time on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
But I just didn't want to go down. But she had to.
Yeah. Why did she have to?
Just to show people love.
Mm-hmm.
But then I got confused because there was so much information to take in.
Yeah. It's quite the experience, isn't it?
Yeah, very confusing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm all good now.
That's wonderful. Is there anything else you'd like to share with her?
Well, I just hope she remembers this.
Yeah, well, we're recording the whole thing, so she'll be able to listen to it
Okay.
and remember herself.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's why I've been asking lots of questions. Who brought Michaela here? Was it you or higher self, Archangel Michael, or something else for this healing session? How did that get orchestrated?
It was Archangel Michael.
Mm-hmm. Tell her more about that.
He just saw that she had the same thing that Grandpa had, so she had to get it removed.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what to do with it because I've never dealt with human emotions before.
Right.
So I asked Archangel Michael to help me bring me here.
Right. And I guess you probably learned a lot, eh?
Yeah.
It's amazing. What has it been like for you to speak through the body like this today?
It's so strange.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get to speak but freely.
Mm-hmm. What's that like?
Well, I don't usually speak with a human voice.
Right. So, yeah.
I've never had a human voice before.
So how does that make you feel now speaking through Michaela, now that you've done it here today?
It's cool. I get to pretend I'm a human.
It's pretty cool. And what's Michaela going to notice with her speaking after this session?
So much better.
Yeah, it's wonderful. And why did you bring Michaela here? Like, why here? Why now? Why this modality?
Well, she's moving to California very soon, so she needed to go to Ute before she moved to California.
Right. And what aligned her with the QHHT or myself over other, I guess, available options?
Archangel Michael liked you.
Oh, I like him too. And do you have any words of advice for Michaela moving forward, for her own self-healing, helping others, and just maintaining this beautiful state that she's in now through this session?
She needs to start flying more, as in using just her energy more. And not put her energy on other things, like her phone, and instead on humans. Yeah, and she doesn't need to worry about jobs.
Okay.
It'll come to her.
And is there anything the higher self would like to say to Michaela?
Yes, I just finished with the spine and the back.
Yeah, how's it looking?
A lot better.
Beautiful. Is there any other attachments left there?
No,
And how about her throat and her brain
no,
and her stomach?
not anymore, no.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. And is there anything that you'd like to discuss or let Kayla know or tell her before we end the session today?
Just gotta dance more. That's all I could say.
Is this the higher self?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Sorry. You
Geminoid told me to say that.
okay, I thought so. I was like, hold on. That's amazing. And what has it been like for you to speak through the body today, higher self?
Refreshing,
Yeah.
because I can be heard.
Yeah. Beautiful. And I asked the Geminoid this, but I'll ask you as well. What brought Michaela here and now for this particular modality?
I knew it was time to remove this energy, and you were the best option to remove it.
And has she received all the healing that she came here to receive today?
Yes.
Beautiful. All right. Would it be appropriate to end the session now, or is there anything else that we need to do today for Michaela?
I don't think so. The Geminoid is bouncing up and down because they love attention. Hence why Michaela loves attention also. But they don't have... I don't think the Geminoid has anything more important to say.
Okay. That's wonderful. And you two are woven together nicely now and able to work together as a team. That's beautiful. All right. All right, so I will start counting you out. Excuse me. One last thing I'll ask, that I like to ask some of my clients, is are there any messages that you have for the collective?
Yeah, you guys are stressing out too much. You guys need to just put your energy onto outside and not stress out. if you're a Geminoid, put more of your energy on beaches. But if you're from somewhere else, put wherever you feel it belongs.
Right. Like connecting with nature in our own particular ways that resonates with us all.
Yes.
Beautiful. Awesome. Do you have any particular suggestions for particular, I guess, races or beings and how each one connects with nature?
There's a green being, and they love mountains.
Mm-hmm.
And her mom is a green being.
Okay.
And so are a couple of people in her life.
Mm-hmm.
And her grandma's also a green being.
Okay. And where do the green beings come from? And do they have a name?
It's something with a K. I'm not too good at names.
That's okay.
But they're from here.
Like Earth?
Some yes, some no.
Okay. And they connect with the mountain energy?
Yes.
Okay. And then the Geminoids definitely beach energy.
Yeah.
All right. Wonderful. All right. If there's nothing else that needs to discuss, I'll count Michaela out of the session. What do you think?
Yeah, you have some green being energy.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for letting me know. I appreciate it. Anything?
Not a lot, just a bit.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a mutt. Anything else you'd like to share before we count Michaela out?
No, I just wanted to share that one thing.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Now I'm asking the subconscious to recede, or higher self to recede where it belongs. With much love and much thanks for the help and information it has been giving Michaela today. I know she's really going to appreciate it. And I want the entities from other lives that we were speaking with to also recede into the past, to the time where they belong. With much love and much thanks for the information they have given us. And remember, the things you are watching are from the past. They belong in the past, and we will leave them in the past. We only brought them forward as a curiosity to learn from, to have information to help with the present lifetime. In that way, they are valuable and have importance. But as Michaela listens to the recording and goes over the material and puts it into place, it will not bother her in any way, mentally or physically. That is very important. It will not bother her in any way, mentally or physically. Now, I want all of the consciousness and personality of Michaela to once again return and fully integrate back into the body completely. Now, all of the consciousness and personality of Michaela is once again fully integrated back into the body, replacing all the other parts we were speaking to. Now, I want Michaela to move up, up, up through time and space and orient yourself back here into the present day and time. This is Friday, November 29th, 2024. You are lying here on the bed in Candice's basement suite, and you just had a very interesting experience. And I want you to remember that the present life you are living now is the most important life of all, because it is the one you are focused on at the present time. Any information we can find in this way is valuable, but it will not bother you in any way, mentally or physically, as you understand it and put it into place. That is very important. It will not bother you in any way. Now, in a moment, I'm going to count to 10, and on the count of 10, you'll be wide awake, feeling wonderful all over, as though you've had a nice nap, a nice sleep. You will feel truly rested and refreshed. Anytime you do this, it will always be an enjoyable experience. Now follow me up as we go, and on the count of 10, you'll be wide awake, feeling wonderful all over. Excuse me. 1, 2, you're beginning to breathe a little faster. Your blood is beginning to circulate a little faster because you're beginning to wake up now. 3, 4, you are becoming aware of the physical body, very much aware of the physical body. You can move your arms and legs around to get the muscles working and the blood circulating because it gets tiring laying in one position like that. We're getting everything moving again because you're very much aware of the physical body. You're focused on it now because you're beginning to wake up now. 5, 6, you are becoming aware of the sounds in the room and the sounds outside of the room. You are very much aware of your physical surroundings. You're oriented back here in this time and this place, and you're beginning to wake up now. 7, 8, you're coming up very nicely now, very nicely. 9, 10, wide awake, feeling wonderful all over. Take your time moving and opening your eyes. You're laying down for a while. How do you feel?
How long was that?
How long does it feel?
Like 20 minutes?
We're at 2 hours and 49 minutes.
No.
Yes.
Shut up. You're actually kidding.
So while you're just taking your time moving, you can sit up in the bed and stuff. Just don't get up like really fast because you time traveled. You went places and did a lot of healing. You looking for something?
No, I'm just... I don't remember, like, where I was.
Yeah. I was going to ask, what do you remember? You look fine. You're good.
Okay.
Yeah. If you don't have any pasties, your hair's not messed up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, everything's just really dizzy for
Yeah.
me. So.
That was normal. So when I had mine, I was almost 3 hours, and I'm more of a light being like yourself. Mm-hmm. And I felt almost nauseous getting up and dizzy. Yeah.
I've never had this feeling. That's
so just sit there, don't move fast. If words are kind of a weird thing, just wait a minute. But I had that when I woke up as well, and just moving. Yeah, like you have hands. You feel dense. You're like, I'm in a body. Yes.
That's so strange.
I had the same feeling when I came back from mine as well, that I became aware of like how dense my physical body was, because you do go and...
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Was I actually like fully
what?
under hypnosis?
Yeah.
I didn't think I would be able to.
You did it.
And that was recorded?
Yeah, I'm recording right now, so you're going to hear the difference between when you were in trance and now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I'm curious, because it's going to fade a bit, like a dream, but that's why we recorded it. If you can, what do you remember from the session?
I do remember, what was it, Geminoid?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that, like, flying around. That was, like, the most vivid part for me.
Mm-hmm.
I remember also, like, doing the energy work a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I do remember shaking a lot before.
Yeah, you're asking, is it okay? You physically weren't shaking, but the energy coming in makes it feel like your body's doing this. I've had that happen to me.
Was my body not, like, actually shaking, though?
No. It's a vibration frequency change that you're experiencing with the energy coming through.
Oh, wow.
I've experienced it as well. It's odd.
That's so strange. I fully thought I was, like,
no,
shaking so much.
I've had sessions where a client was laying in the bed, and I felt like the bed was moving, they were moving, I was moving, like we were in a vibration of frequency, and I was like, are we even solid matter right now?
Yeah.
Like, because they had like a 12th dimensional being come through, and we had to acclimate to that.
Yeah.
But it's just...
No, I was like fully like about to like lift off or something. I was like vibrating, and I'm like, wait, I really hope that it's not like that strong, the shaking. No, it was an energetic thing that's happening. I knew what was going on. Yeah. Okay.
No, you weren't like freaking out in the bed or anything. You were just laying there. You looked normal. But I've had that feeling myself before.
And that's so strange, because like I feel like your voice was just like detached from you. Like I wasn't associating it with you. Yeah. That's so strange.
It is a very strange experience.
I can't like wrap my head around it right now.
It's totally normal. So just take your time listening to it. If you've got almost 3 hours, listen to the whole thing, or just do it in bits and pieces. If you're doing kind of like activity, mindless activity, If you feel comfortable driving, you know, you're not going to feel sleepy
Yeah.
or listening to it. Or if you're folding laundry or dishes or just doing something kind of mundane in the background, just listen to bits and bobs. And what I've done with my personal session was I took little snippets and recorded them so I could listen to like a 3-minute segment of something or an 8-minute segment, so I don't have to like go through 3 hours and try to find where I was. Yeah. What was the experience like for you?
It was like also really strange, like waking up, because I feel like you don't like. I fully thought that was like 20 minutes, half an hour max.
So you lost time.
Yeah.
Like it feels like it's been 20 minutes and a half.
Yeah, and like when I woke up, when they were counting me out of the trance, I'm like, oh, like I'm fine. Like it's been like half an hour. Like I'm totally fine. And when I started to try to move my body, it was as if like it was a shell. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like I tried to like touch my fingers, but I'm like, that's not like that's just fingers. It's not like my fingers though.
Right, because
like,
you're not your body.
That really tripped me out. I'm like, wait, that's not like my hand. It's just a hand.
Yes. And that's the nature of reality, my friend. Yeah.
Yeah, like I just.
You did a lot.
And I was like feeling different textures also. I'm like, wait, like this is the texture of my sweater. Like what is the texture of like the bedding and everything?
The Geminoid and your higher self have like combined in with you. So it's aspects of yourself experiencing things for the first time.
That's crazy.
Very cool. I love that for you.